or is it just hard to like focus?
It's not hard to
No.
focus. It's like, what were you saying in the car when you was like passion?
Oh, like lack of
I
passion.
think that's what
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is.
it's not like discipline or
Yeah,
nothing.
I
Like
can be
you have all
disciplined,
the
but I
tools and
yeah.
stuff. You got everything you need. You just need that passion for it to really lock in. Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the 11 Podcast. I'm Nate. This is my wife.
I'm Sydney, and this is my husband.
All right. And what we got here right now, we are about to make some oat bars before we get into the actual
We're
conversation
making
segment.
vegan granola balls, vanilla protein balls.
Okay. All right.
I need some vanilla too. That's what I forgot.
Gotcha. All right. I'm just here for the ride along. She about to put me on game on how to make these so I can make it for myself. And then after that, we're going to head outside. And the topic for this episode will be distraction.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell the ingredients because this is not a cooking video. But
you're good.
This is not a cooking video.
This is my sister. She's just...
We live together, so I mean, it is what it is.
Good. Anyway, let's get it.
All right, so first we have oats. Yeah, everything in a bowl. Give me a spoon, please.
Gotcha.
These are dates. And they're stuffed in here because we're doubling the recipe this time. So we stuffed it as much as we could.
All right, chia seeds. How much of the syrup do you need?
Two of these.
Two.
1/4.
1/4. Oh, so half a cup.
Yes.
These came out really good last time she made them. But it's kind of cool how you can like stuff that you spend so much money on at the store, you can like make at home.
Yeah, I work
like
at a juice
bag
bar.
of oats is a couple bucks. You can make you a whole bunch of granola bars. Something you would pay $10, $20 for.
I work at a juice bar, and 3 of those is $9.
3 of the... Oh yeah.
3 protein balls is $9.
Right.
Like, I can make this at home. Half the stuff that we make there, I just ended up making at home.
Yeah.
That's 2.
It was exactly half a cup though. Oh, and sun butter.
I'm just eyeing
if y'all got a peanut allergy, you already told them about the sun butter?
Oh no, so I'm allergic to all nuts, so I'm using sun butter. It's like just sunflower seeds.
It tastes good though.
Blend it up.
If you like peanut butter,
as a substitute peanut butter. Yeah. And you just mix it all together.
And then after this, we put them in the fridge or freezer?
The freezer.
They go in the freezer.
How about we do half granola bars and half protein balls?
Okay.
Just so that...
So we just put this on here and flatten it out first?
All of these. You said what?
We just put it on the paper and flatten it?
Let me put it... Hold on, babe. Wait. Can you close that for me, please? I want to be able to fit it in the freezer without it changing its shape.
On the paper, yeah. That way you can cut them into even.
Yeah. I may be making cooking videos in the future. I make a lot of vegan food.
Culture
because honestly, like, it's hard finding food outside the house. So if you hold the bowl for me, because it's kind of heavy.
And do you want it to be super like compact or like kind of loose? Okay.
No, super compact. You like sun butter more than me.
I know, it's really good. I have nothing against it. I love peanut butter, but some butter, it's
I don't
like
think
that.
I'd be a peanut butter person if I was able to eat peanut butter. Because I don't even like some butter.
You don't?
No. I mean, I like it for a substitute, but I wouldn't just sit there and eat it with celery or something. Or apples.
Yeah, that's my thing. I love some celery and peanut butter. Apples and peanut butter.
Okay. And that can go in the freezer. We need some butter. That.
Right. You don't want to get your hands dirty?
I'm waiting to see what you do.
They stick in there fine.
Okay. I don't want to make them super big. That's not how they're supposed to be. You want them super big?
It don't make me no difference.
Oh yeah. They're sticking a little bit better. I gotta press it real hard, I think. Not really hard, but be delicate with it. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about the garden that we started. I had a at school. They have like a plant sale, and I guess they have like a club where they grow like actual vegetables and stuff. So I guess they started them out as seeds and they took care of them. So they were selling them, and I bought like, how many was it? Like 6 or 7 of them.
It was about 6 of them.
For $20, yeah. And then we got one from day one. We got the spearmint from him. We got the seeds, other seeds from him, and the cabbage.
Yeah.
And then the habanero, which is not a habanero. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And then we got some seeds too. So we started some like cucumbers, some
I planted some tomato. Yeah, oregano, cucumbers, and 2 types of peas.
Yeah.
But I planted some watermelon seeds and some tomato. The ones that we planted at his house are starting to sprout. So
right. We'll see. It's just really. I'm really glad that we started this journey on like planting.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Now we actually have the sunlight in the backyard.
Right.
Because before we didn't have any sunlight shining.
We always had a big tree. Like our first place, we had a big tree, but we still got sunlight though.
That's true. We still got
facing the sun. But our apartment that we just moved out of recently, we the tree blocked everything. Like there was no sunlight at all.
And they would not cut it down. Or at least not cut it down, but trim it off a little bit. Because it was literally on the
porch.
Yeah. We call it balcony.
Balcony, my bad. Yeah, you got balcony, porch, and other one. Balcony, porch, and patio.
Oh yeah, that's a patio, I think, right? Because it's on the ground. I think a balcony is in the air.
Right.
The porch is in the front of the house.
Right.
So many different words for so many different things. No, I'm just rolling these in the coconut.
You said what then?
I'm just rolling these in the coconut. I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of like coconut protein balls.
I'm so used to like us just talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like during the podcast that when I'm forgetting we like sharing the recipe.
Yeah. So I guess I can tell the recipe now. It was just, if you're making one batch of it, it's 2 cups of oats, 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 1/4 cup of some butter or peanut butter. You can obviously add like cashews or coconut, chia seeds, whatever other thing you want to add, and vanilla. So like 1/4 to 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then all you do is just bake the oats until they get golden brown. Take that out, add all of the stuff together, make it into the shape that you want it, and then put it in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes and let it get hard, and that's it. So pretty easy. You can eat these in the morning as like a breakfast. Nate eats it all throughout the day. The first batch I made, he ate all in one day.
Hey, I did. That's how you know you need to try them. There you go.
Everything, you just like baked sweets.
Yeah, but it's not even like it's not even really a baked sweet.
It's not baked, but it's sweet. I mean, it's a vegan sweet.
But no extra sugars, no processed nothing. It's just literally just oats, dates, some maple or butter, whichever you choose to use, and some peanut butter or some butter.
Y'all can hear this water. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to like clean as I go.
But yeah, that's it, man. We'll meet y'all outside. We outside now. It is warm out here.
It's the mic on the lock for me.
Listen, I got it from day one. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all gonna hear day one name a lot. Like, you know, we building out here. But besides that point, yeah, I got the idea from him when he was shooting our music video. He had it, and it's like I was like, yo, it's kind of cool. It kind of took the attention away from it because it's like it blends with your hair. So like, it's not like hanging off my shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
But
we're doing a 2-for-1 outside in the sun and doing a video.
Yeah. It feels good out here. It's a beautiful
day.
Does. This morning she thought it was gonna rain.
Here. It smelled like it was gonna rain.
Yeah.
But
it looked pretty gloomy. But it's beautiful now.
As soon as we came back up the store, it was sunny. We just made us a little smoothie.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into it. Distractions.
Yes.
You were saying that you feel like it's more of a mental thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say that, do you think like you need like the mental strength to like not let yourself get distracted, or are the distractions themselves mental? Like, do we have too many mental distractions?
I think it's both.
Okay. For sure.
I don't know. I guess you can speak for yourself. I speak for myself because I'm not really sure if it's the same for everybody.
Right.
It could be like distractions in your head and distractions, like you said, like in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if you've gotten to a point where you want to like cut off distractions, I feel like the last thing is like your mind.
Right.
Because at this point, I don't feel like I have any distractions physically. I think all my distractions are in my mind.
Right. Like, are they? It's like thoughts pulling you away from what you should be thinking about or focused on, or is it just hard to like focus?
It's not hard to focus. It's like, what were you saying in the car when you was like, passion?
Oh, like lack of passion.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not like discipline or nothing.
Yeah, I can be disciplined.
You have all the tools and stuff. You got everything you need. You just need that passion for it to really lock in. Yeah, that's definitely how I'm feeling too. I used to think like I had, I thought it was discipline. I kept telling myself, man, we need to work on our discipline. We need to work on our discipline. I kept saying that, but like I'm like, I feel like my discipline is good. And like yesterday, I had time to like meditate and really think about it. When I told you I was at work, I was writing. I was kind of just like free flowing, just writing whatever comes to me, and like that's what came to me, that poem. And it helped me realize that it's not my discipline. Like I know I have great discipline. I was saying like we wouldn't be where we are now if we didn't have the discipline. It's just the passion for what we want to accomplish, or the passion for the things that we're doing, and we're kind of just going through the motions with it and not really shooting above and beyond.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say,
I feel like we have a lot of things coming in though. Like a lot of new things.
Right.
That we just have to take advantage of.
For sure. And I would say, as far as why I'm feeling distracted, back to passion, I feel like I don't have as much passion because of my distractions. For me, it's really like, for me, it's like I know the key things that I want to accomplish in this time time period of our life.
Mm-hmm.
But I have so many things going on that I can't really key in on those things. Like it's gonna take a lot of It's gonna take sacrifice for me to maybe like I want to get five things done, but like
Right.
I may only have the room to really accomplish like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Within this time frame. And so it's like I really just got to choose which ones and like be like,
Bugs crawling on me.
this is what it is that I'm going for. Like this is what I'm going to do. But that's kind of surface of what it is for me. How about you?
Like the only goals that I have right now is just like getting through school,
Mm-hmm.
gardening, sewing more stuff, reading books. Like I feel like this stage in my life, I get to like figure myself out.
Yeah.
Like yes, I'm in school, but have a lot more free time or a lot of time that I can like choose what I want to do with.
Right.
So maybe just like time management, mentally distractions. I don't know. It's just like forcing myself to do what I know I need to do.
Right.
Like I feel like I've gotten to the habit. I'm reading this book called Atomic Habits for the second time, but
it'd be like that. Sometimes you just gotta read.
I just feel like I have too many habits I need to break.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's more of habits.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
breaking the habits.
Your distractions can be your bad habits. Something that
yeah,
keeps
distraction. Yeah.
over and over because it's a bad habit. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I guess really just get through school, take this test, get into this program.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. So, y'all give her a round of applause like, if you're watching or listening. But I'm very proud of her. Yeah. You
Thanks,
probably
man. I'm proud of you too.
Yeah, you definitely like. I used to tell you all the time, like you inspire me just by how like hardworking and dedicated and like loyal and just I don't know. You have those like qualities about yourself that's like I know I don't have to question like where's Sydney or what is she doing. Like I know you.
I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Yeah, I know you gonna do what needs to be done. And that feels good to know that you have like somebody that's solid in your corner.
Yeah.
Or by your side. But all right, let's talk about external distractions though. Like like the social medias and the beef, the rap beef and just stuff that might grab your attention. I don't even want to get into
all that.
Might pull you into a whole nother world that's not even your reality. I will say that stuff never really distracts me, but I will talk about a time where it did distract me. I would say probably when I was in the military, so like in prior, of course, like high school and stuff. Because I feel like our generation, we grew up with like the technology, the phones, and,
right.
and Instagram and Facebook. Like that's all we know in this generation. So it's like it may be hard for some to like not even participate in those things because it's like that is life to us. But for me, I would say I was definitely distracted by social media a lot.
I feel like a lot of people in this world, even like not even in our generation, if we had a conversation with them, they probably would just bring up like hot topics.
Yeah, like
and
stuff
not
they
like
see
real
on,
things.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I was gonna say like sometimes I talk to people and it's like you don't even know them. Like all your conversations are based around like things going on
right
in the world or like stuff on social media. Like, oh, did you hear this? Did you listen to this song? You hear the rap beat or did you see so and so? And it's like I want to talk about you. Like
I just thought about something.
Me. Like I want to talk about something in our lives.
I kind of think I'm looking at this B, but I kind of think like obviously not the same relationship that you have with your partner. Like you should get to know like your friends, like you get to know your partner.
Right. I feel like people don't have that same type of connection anymore. I like to think that back in the day, like people had like real conversations. Like like they talk how we talk to each other, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's just everything is so like, I don't know if superficial is the
Surface
word.
level.
Yeah, everything is like surface level. Like you never really get to know anybody because everybody's like playing to fit in society. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we kind of sidetracking. But I was gonna say social media is a big distraction. I feel like all the time I would spend scrolling or just doing mindlessly scrolling at that, like not even really watching the post that I'm scrolling past, just on the app, just because it's
Something
giving
to
you
do. It's a
dopamine,
habit. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just instant gratification, likes and memes and all that
Just the
stuff.
birds for me.
But a way that I conquered that distraction. I started to think about, okay, I have this app on my phone. I tried deleting it before. That didn't really help because like I would probably stay off of it for maybe a day, 2 days, but I did not download it again and just be right back on it. So what helped me was it was like, okay, I'm not gonna get rid of the app. I'm just gonna figure out how I can use it better, in a more healthy and a more responsible way. That it's not so that it's not a distraction, but
It's more informational.
yeah, it's more informational. It's a tool. And once I did it that way, I realized not only was it better for me, for my mind, my mental space when I was getting on it, but I actually was getting on it less because I was only using it for like an information source or a tool. Um, because I'm not on there to just scroll. I'm on there to either post and promote myself, or I'm on there, or if I do find myself on there, scrolling, because nothing's gonna just change like that. You gotta kind of work out of your ways. But if I do find myself on there scrolling, at least I'm getting something out of it, and not just and taking a whole bunch of junk.
Yeah, just the other day I went through mine, who I was following and stuff.
Yeah,
And like, just because I don't follow people doesn't mean I have a problem with them. I just don't need to see the stuff they post.
Yeah, and that's crazy. I'll tell you.
I just went and followed like gardening pages, vegan cooking pages, stuff that I actually want to see.
Right.
Versus just, oh, I like this picture. This is my friend. I'm gonna like this picture.
Right. And I had to do that. Like I had to practice detaching from things. Like sometimes we build attachment to things just because this is what we want.
You know this person, or
right. And it's like you don't owe anybody anything. Like it's not personal. Like if you have my number, if you really want to be my homeboy, if we need to talk or see each other, just text me, call me. But as far as social media, I may not want to or need to see the things that you post and stuff like that. I don't want to see your story all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm trying to focus on me. So yeah, that's definitely what I had to do, is go through all my followers and like even people who I don't want following me, like take them off that list, and then who I was following, going through and just take out whatever was a distraction and follow more informational pages and stuff and things that are related to what I'm doing in my life currently.
Yeah. It also could be a thing that's like holding you back. Just like that squash, that all those plants that were wilted, and then they ones that cut off the dead leaves.
Yeah.
And I cut them off, and they just literally just grew overnight.
Yeah.
That's literally like things in your life. Like you literally just have to cut it off, and then you could just grow.
Right. Yeah. Nah, that's deep. That's deep. But that's facts, though. That's so facts.
Yeah.
You need space to grow. You might have too much laying down.
Yeah. You need to repot a plant. It has too many roots.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing about distractions. Like you have distractions that you don't notice are distractions. Like you have things that you know are distracting you, but then there's those things that you think is just like okay to be a part of your life,
right?
And they're not. They're actually keeping you from where you really want to be.
Yeah. I think probably the only physical distraction that I have is just, like I said, my time. But then I feel like most of my time goes towards other people.
Yeah.
Because I find joy in helping people out.
Right.
But then it's like,
then you get
what am I doing for myself?
Yeah. Then you get done helping them, and you're like, damn, that took so much out of me.
Right. So I'm like
this,
conflicted because I like doing it, but then at the end I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do now? I'm tired.
I do that all the time. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's something like people like that. They just have to deal with,
the consequences and choose when to
it's either
change.
it's either like you kind of put your foot down and like do the hurtful thing or do what's right for yourself.
Don't feel obligated to do something
that may hurt someone else, or it's like you just got to keep being who you are and kind of just eat the pain.
Yeah,
I feel like some things I feel like we're here for a purpose. Like I feel like everybody got their purpose, and I feel like within that purpose, you're gonna have to just learn to deal with some things. You know, like maybe your purpose is teaching you patience along your journey, or it's teaching you gratitude, and how to be thankful for the little things that you have. Because I find times where like it'll just be situations that's like, dang, I wish this could have went this way, or I wish this didn't have to play out like this. Like I think of a better way it could have been, like it should have been this way. But then I think again, like it's this way.
Stop expecting stuff.
Yeah, I'm like
the way you want it to.
Right. I'm like maybe there's a lesson in this.
Right.
Like maybe I was supposed to learn how to be patient in this situation, or learn how to be thankful in this situation, learn how to be loving and caring in this situation. And I do believe things happen for a reason. It's just about how you look at it, your perspective. You can be like, man, it goes back to like that victim, or
are you burning up over there?
I am. It's the sun beaming, but I'm enjoying it. I need to take in this sunlight. I'm not tripping. There's nothing. That's why we got this this armor.
Melanated skin.
It's protection. But yeah.
That's another thing that I think I've actually accomplished it, like not expecting the best out of every circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Or expecting like what I want out of the circumstance. Like I kind of just know, depending on who I'm around or what I'm doing, I just kind of know like, or compare it to what happened last time. So I kind of just guard myself. If it goes good, it goes good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm not. My feelings aren't hurting then.
Right. That's one thing. That's why it's important to be able to like, I wouldn't say always expect the worst.
Yeah.
Or the least from somebody. I always like
be optimistic.
Yeah, I'm always optimistic, but I'll never be hurt if the outcome is not the best outcome.
Right. I mean, I'm not perfect, so sometimes I might be like, dang, but I'm not like heartbroken or like it doesn't really affect me. It'll affect me for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
If like it used to be like messing up my whole day. Like when something bad will happen, and the rest of my day would just be like trash.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right. So we kind of went through like external distractions, social media. That was really the big one.
Like, social media
is just a real big external distraction. Like especially when it comes to like just these celebrities and stuff, man. That's one thing I really hate about like this world, is like that people can be put on pedestals and you talk about them more than you talk about yourself, or you think about them more than you think about yourself.
Yep.
It's really crazy. But I'm glad that's something I kind of cut off a while ago. Like people ask me about have you heard of Drake, or have you heard Drake's new album, or, and I'm just
I don't even keep up with who's coming out with new stuff nowadays.
Like, I'm just like, nah, I haven't.
My music taste has changed, so
yeah, I don't
really listen to a lot of people that I listened to like in high school or whatever.
Same, and it's really crazy to think about. It's like you don't know you can be a different person until you're a different person. Like
until you're by yourself,
if you told
and not around somebody else.
If you told me in high school that like I can't even say that because I was such a visionary then. That like I saw myself years ahead. I knew who I wanted to be, and I manifested it. But I didn't know it would be this good. You know, like, I didn't know I would be this person I am today. You know, I thought I was gonna be who I was and just get to this point. but I had to change to get here, and I didn't know I would change to be who I am. But yeah, most people feel like they can't change, or they feel like who they are is all they'll ever be, and it's like, man, like they don't even know, like they're.
And I honestly feel like it's that because nobody around them like gives them positive energy. Nobody around them like encourages them or tells them like, "You're proud of you. You're doing a good job."
Right. And sometimes people don't even need that. Some people just need to see themselves and you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they need to be able to see, like, all right, this is another 22-year-old kid born in Norfolk, raised by his mom. Like they need to be able to see somebody like them doing the things that they didn't think they could do. Because then it lets them know, like, wow, I can do this. Like he's doing it. He's nobody special. So all I gotta do is go and make these changes, or read up on this, like do things to change my mind space so I can reach new heights. You know? That's what it took for me. Like I didn't know what way to go, due to the distractions. Like I kept running into the same dead ends, thinking like it's sometimes with the things that distract us, they can be force fed to us through media,
music,
through your friends, your peers that are also just brainwashed and force fed things through media that they then come and bring to you and put in your mind. And yeah, some of our distractions are things that are just force fed to us to keep us distracted. And that's one thing once I realized, like,
especially
okay, like you go ahead.
Well, I don't even know. I don't want to say family, but like it is sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
that's like the closest people to you.
Yeah, sometimes your family,
like the older family members or whatever.
Sure.
Like love them to death, but like they are who they are. They're gonna want to watch what they want to watch. They're gonna want to. They believe in what they believe in.
Right. Now that's a big one. I think that's why like solitude is so important, because then you don't have to worry about that mixture of everybody else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and outlooks on life being force fed to you. Once you're by yourself, you really just get time to like be. You know, and eventually, at first it's gonna seem like, damn, I feel lonely, I'm depressed, but really you not. You just shedding off. That's you just shedding off all that dead weight, shedding off all them dead stems. So you can get ready to grow into like who you truly are. Because I definitely went through that. I mean, I won't say I wasn't like I didn't go through depression and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I definitely did, but it wasn't like a depression that was caused by like serious,
like something traumatic.
Yeah, like serious trauma. Like yes, I had childhood trauma.
Right.
But I had already come to terms with all that stuff like by a few years after high school, you know? Like after I joined the military and I realized like, dang, like I'm not really okay yet. I kind of dealt with it then. But when I came back home, it wasn't really like a depression of like trauma. It was a depression of like, I feel lonely. But I needed that loneliness to find myself. So I think when you do decide like I want to go on this path, I can see how
you felt lonely, but yeah.
I feel like when you do decide to go on that path of growth and like want to implement that growth mindset, it's gonna start with a lot of lonely times. It's gonna hurt at first, but it's needed for sure to cut out all those distractions.
Yeah.
What do you feel like was the pivot point for you? Like as far as becoming who you are, so do you feel like you were always on that path, or do you feel like there was a pivotal?
I think I was lost, moment? Very lost about a lot of things.
Right.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've been kind of lost for a majority of my life. I just didn't know it until now I'm an adult. Like I have all this time to myself. I don't have people around me telling me what to do, stuff like that.
Right.
So I feel like once we moved in together, I got out of school. I feel like that was a pivot point for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even want to say then. I think probably that was when like depression started. What's wrong?
I'm just still good.
I think that was when depression started, and then I think like I started getting better. I took a little bit before we moved here. Like I was taking steps, yes, and like figuring myself out.
Yeah,
but
I could tell for sure.
I think this is probably the best I've been in a while.
Yeah.
Like for real. That's crazy to say, but like that's honestly how I feel.
You've been a lot, like man. That's why I say I'm so proud of you. And like during that time when I could tell you were kind of trying to work your way through it and take those baby steps, like I knew you would get there because it's not that I was comparing us so much, but I know that I used to tell you this. Like I feel like if I never took the steps, you wouldn't have, because I really believe like masculine and feminine. I feel like a woman brings order, but a man brings like wisdom.
I feel like I've always wanted that like masculine feminine thing, but I just didn't know how, and I didn't know like what things like what's the word? I didn't really know what masculine and feminine like things accommodated. I don't really, you know what I'm saying?
Like the balance between what the roles
what it called for.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing what it called for, but was not.
Yeah, for sure. But when I learned that like the woman brings order, the man brings like wisdom and like he's the provider. So like anything, like he's supposed to provide the knowledge, the resources. Yeah. All right, we back, y'all. But dang, refresh my memory, man. Where was that?
Back. Masculine, femininity.
Right. I feel like the man is he's the provider. The woman brings order. So whatever the man provides, the woman brings order to those things that he's provided, and like multiply them in that sense. But I feel like if I never took the steps and like researched and gained the wisdom and knowledge on certain things, we wouldn't have been able to move as a collective, as a union in our relationship. But once I seen you were taking those steps, I was like, all right, this is it. Like this is how this is supposed to work.
I was very stubborn. Like
you were, but
I had to work through my own issues.
Right.
And then along with, I feel like I was stubborn because of my own issues.
Right.
Dang, I just made that connection. Like I was kind of stubborn because of my own issues. I'm still stubborn now, of course, but like, I feel like I'm more in my place than I was before. Right. Not saying that there's a place, but I'm just saying like I'm not so aggressive. I'm not so. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're more in your feminine.
Yeah.
That's all. There ain't nothing wrong with that for sure.
And I like it here.
It's really a beautiful thing, though. It's so beautiful.
I'm excited for the garden. I feel like I was, and I also feel like learning myself is like.
I'm off of that.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I feel like learning myself, is kind of helping with me being more feminine and doing the things that I enjoy doing now.
Right. Because I mean that's who you're finding your true self. I think part of finding, like as a man, finding your true self is naturally going to bring you into your masculinity, and as a woman, finding your true self is going to bring you into your femininity.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women deal with being too masculine, and a lot of men deal with being too feminine, like just overly emotional and reactive before thinking about their actions. Right. So.
Yeah, for sure. I think when we have kids and stuff, I feel like it's important for them to like be kids. Because I feel like my family kind of pushed like school.
Yeah.
And I understand like school, yeah, you should be getting good grades and stuff, but like there's life outside of school. You need to know yourself outside of school. And I feel like I didn't know that. Like, yes, I was in clubs, I was playing sports and stuff, but like,
Yeah.
what else after that?
It's because I feel like a lot of parents, and not to
They
like,
have to work so much that they don't really have time to.
yeah, and I feel like in a sense, sometimes parents will try to either pacify you, like just give you things to do, so that you have something to do,
right?
Or they will try to mold you to be what they want you to be, and instead of like observing you as a child and seeing what your talents, your gifts are, and then letting you and like then giving you the tools that you need to pursue that, and then letting you
figure
like
it out from there.
Yeah, figure it out yourself. And
yeah,
that's a big thing. But I wanted to say something to what you were saying about your last thought.
me learning myself.
Yeah,
made me get into my femininity better.
yeah. Dang, I forget that. I still forgot. I don't know. It'll come back to me.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a big thing with parents, and I feel like it's important that because your children, like, yes, your children look like you, they might walk like you, talk like you, but they're not you. Like, um, like they're not you. They're gonna be their own person at the end of the day. No matter how much you try to make them like you, they're still eventually when they grow up, they're gonna have to figure it out on their by themselves. And probably what you put in them or tried to mold them to be is not what the world is gonna be like by the time they become an adult. So then they're really gonna have to just start from scratch all over again. That versus if you just really looked at them and like
that's if they want to be themselves though.
Right.
Because some people just keep following behind.
Yeah, some people don't want to be themselves.
Yeah.
Dang, that's deep.
Or looking for their parents to tell them what to do. Don't get me wrong. Stuff that I don't know, I do call my mom for. But I'm still my own person.
No, for sure. Yeah, I feel like for me, growing up, I was never really molded any certain type of way. I was pretty like I had a lot of free will. Like if I wanted to do something, I could do it. I probably didn't have the money to do it, but I knew what I wanted to do. You know. So now that I'm older, I'm able to do all those things. So
like the only thing that you were like
will.
Not I guess talked about was like the options you had like after school.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't like. It was like military or what you gonna do, you know?
Yeah.
It was like military or keep working at Food Line. Yeah, I was very unclear about what my options were. And that goes back to like I don't think my parents ever noticed my true like talents, my artistic abilities, and not that I even like came out about like, hey, this is what I love doing, like, because I didn't really know what I loved doing.
Yeah.
You know, but I knew I was good at a lot of things.
Did you ever thought about like joining clubs and stuff? Did you ever think about joining clubs
in high school?
Yeah, like art club or something.
Nah.
Why though?
Cause I just didn't like school. Like I didn't really.
You also
like
had
school.
to work before I did though.
Yeah, and I started working at 14. So like.
Yeah, I didn't start working until I think my senior year.
I wasn't thinking about after school clubs. I was thinking about like, okay, it's me, my sister, my brother, mom. We just moved back, got an apartment. I'm thinking about like, okay, I need to get a job. Like I'm in high school, but I need to get a job to help. It's not like I was paying half the rent or nothing, but like,
yeah,
I would have to help sometimes. Like my mom would encourage me to get a job, because like we needed it. But yeah, the only thing I could really focus on as far as like school curricular stuff like curricular is basketball or like staying after school for like study hall because I needed to pass a class to play basketball, you know. Yeah, but that's about it. Like, but yeah, I knew I was good at a lot of things, but I didn't even know what my true passion was. I just knew I loved to create things, And I didn't see it like that. Now I do. But now that I look at all the things that I'm good at, I'm an artist. And if I would have known that then and would have been able to express that to my parents, I think they definitely would have supported it. And I would have took those routes straight out of high school. But I didn't know. And I don't think my parents knew either.
All they probably knew was military or college.
Right. But yeah, I definitely would have went different. Sure.
Yeah.
But shoulda, coulda, woulda. I'm here now.
Right.
I feel like this is the best way.
It's supposed to happen the way it happened.
Yeah, I feel like this is the best way it could happen because
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, I actually don't regret going into the military. Nothing. It definitely was a good foundation for me as a man.
Yeah.
And like learning how to take care of myself and stuff like that. It was actually great for me, and it actually opened my mind to a lot of things like that I wasn't okay with in this world that I wanted to change for myself. I think without that, I would have just still been going with the way the world is instead of kind of pointing my flag in it and saying this is my territory. But yeah,
I don't know if there's anything else to say. We can kind of bring it to a close.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess the point is though, is cut out all the distractions and really like lock in with yourself, tap in with yourself, learn about yourself. The song I'm dropping soon is called Last Airbender. Because I'm an air sign and Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorite cartoons. It was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Like I remember standing up, watching marathons, like pulling all nighters to watch Avatar marathons. But like as a kid, I didn't understand it. I was just like, I love this show. But now as an adult watching it, like I understand it. And in the show, Aang is part of the air tribe. Like he's an airbender. And in that show, the different tribes represent the signs. You have earth, water, fire, wind. And I'm an air sign. And so like just watching that show, I connect so many dots. It teaches you about your chakras and everything. And but the point is to like learn yourself, like figure out what element you are, figure out your master number, figure out your sun, not only your element, but you have figure out your signs, your moon sign and sun sign, rising sign. I'm a Gemini Aquarius. So
I'm still not even into all like the signs and stuff.
Yeah. I used to not believe in it like in high school. Like it was like a joke, like going around like girls always ask me about your sign. Like asking if you believe in astrology and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was never like I still don't even know all the signs. I know mine.
But those things aren't important.
Or the qualities. Yeah, I don't think it's that important. I just think you need to pour into yourself. Figure out yourself before you try to help anybody else. Put yourself first.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. That's really it though. You hit the head. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. That's the end of this podcast.
Yeah, peace. Peace and love.